Welcome to CARICOMP Insider, where high-tech facial recognition meets real-world intelligence.
Imagine you take a selfie to open a bank account, and the system rejects you. Here's the part that'll surprise you. When regulators investigate that rejection, they don't actually ask if the AI got it right. They ask something much harder to answer. Can you prove what happened? If you've ever verified your identity with a photo of your face, for a bank, a loan, a new account, this already touches your life. Most of us think the whole thing is just a machine deciding yes or no in a second. And that feels a little scary. A computer judging your face, no human in sight. But the real story flips that fear on its head. There's an invisible layer of accountability being built around these systems right now. So what does that layer actually look like? And why does it matter to you? Let's start with what feels like a 1-second decision. You snap the selfie. The AI compares your face to your ID match, or no match. But that comparison isn't where the process ends. It's barely where it begins. Under Europe's new AI Act, an identity check like this counts as high risk, and high-risk systems carry heavy obligations. According to the law's record-keeping rules, every single check has to be logged automatically, time-stamped the moment it happens, not written up later from memory. And these logs have to keep specific details: the time of the check, which database your face was compared against, the exact input that produced the match. And this is the big one: which human being reviewed the result. Those records have to be kept for at least 6 months. So why does a machine decision need a named human attached to it? Because regulators treat human review as seriously as the software itself. A bank can't wave its hands and say, the AI was 99% confident. If no person signed off, that confidence means nothing on paper. Let me give you the analogy that made this click for me. Think of it like a bridge inspection. The bridge itself might be perfectly solid. That's the face matching algorithm. But what inspectors demand is the log, the date, the inspector's name, which tests they ran, who signed off on safety. A bridge that collapses teaches you nothing if nobody can prove how it was checked. Same with your identity rejection. Without a record of what triggered it and who reviewed it, the bank has no story to tell. Now here's the mistake nearly everyone makes. We assume that if the AI made the right call, the bank is safe. And honestly, that feels obvious. Accuracy sounds like the whole game. A 99% match rate sounds bulletproof. Banks have spent decades chasing speed and precision, so the idea that a correct answer could still fail seems backwards. But compliance doesn't run on accuracy, it runs on evidence. Picture a bank running 100,000 identity checks a day. Even a 95% confidence score means 1 in 20 could be wrong. That's 5,000 questionable cases daily. If a regulator asks how those were handled, and there's no log showing which employee reviewed each one, the bank fails the audit. Every decision could have been technically correct, and it still fails. And buying the software from an outside vendor doesn't save you. The bank stays on the hook for keeping those logs no matter who built the system. For the rest of us, that means the company holding your face can't just point at their software supplier and shrug. Here's the shift that changes everything. Safety and accountability are two different things. A system can be brilliantly accurate and completely unaccountable, or a little less accurate, but fully traceable, with every wrong rejection logged and reviewed by a real person. Regulators now want the second kind, because a trail is the only thing that lets a wrongly rejected customer demand answers and get them. So let me leave you with this. When a bank checks your face, the AI decision is the easy part. The real safety is the paper trail, a log of what the system saw and which human double-checked it. And starting August 2nd, 2026, a bank that can't produce that trail faces fines up to 35 million euros. So the next time a machine judges your face, remember, the thing protecting you isn't the algorithm being right. It's someone being required to prove it. That's not surveillance working against you. That's accountability working for you. The full breakdown's in the show notes if you want the deep dive.
Now you know something most people in this industry don't. Use it. And when you're ready to put it to work, caracomp.com. We'll see you tomorrow.